Hello everyone, this is Introvert Shy Guy and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Okay, so where we left off, we tried to do the Emmy arc and unfortunately, um, we kind of just got the bad ending with like Kenji and stuff and we apparently fucking died. So, so that's what happens when you don't get a girlfriend in this game. You fucking died to your horrible death. So yeah, anyway, so actually now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like start from the beginning and this time try not to mess it up and everything. So I think I know what to do and stuff. So for how this game works, I know I said this before, but the thing is that I want to just point out is that I know I said I was going to like look at the look online to see how to get to the Emmy arc or whatever types of arcs and everything, but after thinking about it, I kind of scrapped it and I thought, just why not like just try to just experiment with a few dialogue options and like see if I could get there without going on the internet and stuff, you know, because excuse me, because I feel like how hard could it be, you know? So, I thought I could just do it that way instead of just going online and seeing spoilers or something, you know? I thought I could just do it that way instead of, like, just, looking up on the internet. So, I'm gonna try to do that, and hopefully I could, like, you know, get to where I need to be, or... I really want to do the Emmy route. I don't want to do the other girls just yet, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, today's August the 28th. It's a Friday. I did say I was going to try doing this because, you know, my last gameplay didn't go so well. Still, it was a great video, so like I said, I'm going to post it. Or, because I'm doing this gameplay before I posted this video, so yeah, you get what I'm saying. So... yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so you know how I like went back to Hanako and I decided to like just ignore her and stuff, and that was a dialogue option I decided to show you guys and stuff? Well, there's this one that I kind of did stumble upon, and I was thinking of, oh, what should I do? But I didn't know if this would have probably mattered, so I just did just the same old thing I did, which was just asked to go to the library. But after what I've been through and stuff, now that what I was thinking is that what if just going to the library goes to this route in the first place, or just like this potential thing, because you know the reason why I just went to did the same thing, like asking about the library, because I was trying to get to the part where I'm racing with Emmy, and there's this part where you either go faster or you just take your time. That's where I was trying to go in the first place, but apparently the game wouldn't let me, so I feel like I need to do something different. So I know there's ask about Shizune's deafness. I feel like this is a route that would go to Shizune and stuff, so I'm gonna try. I think I got everything I need to know and see where this will take me. So yeah, let's try that. I can't think of anything really. Oh, that means we've been good guides, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Or, no, it's been good guides, doesn't it? Doesn't it? That's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah. If you say so. Misha positively beams, and so does Shizune after a quick translation. I shake my head at their somewhat exaggerated enthusiasm and shift my focus on the food. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they are talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice the conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrived in the classroom early, but we're not the first. Let me see if I could skip this. Okay, so now there's this part. Let's say that she wasn't cute, so then we wouldn't have any like feelings towards her. She wasn't cute. Alright, skipping. Oh, what is this? Wait for Shizune and Misha to come to a decision, read my book. Wait, this doesn't have that mark next to it. So I feel like, what if this is something different? Let me go to the text history. So I'm gonna cut this part out just so I can read and see what this is about. Alright, so you know what? Let me wait for Shizune and Misha to come to the decision, because I feel like if I read my book, it's just gonna make me isolated. So we're gonna try, because here's how I did this game the first time. You know, I know my first choice was Lily, but thing is though, is that I was trying to be open to everyone, or I wasn't choosing based on me trying to get to one character. I was just choosing just to see, like, you know, what each character is like, just so then I could, like, you know, get to know more about them. And then, like, when it gets to a decision of who do I want, then I go for that character. Like, say for an example, like when I was like going to Hanako instead of ignoring her and like doing these other things. And then there's this one choice where, do you either go to the library, would you see Hanako, or do you go out and take a walk? I knew the library thing would definitely go to Hanako, but I didn't want that, so that's why I chose the walking thing. And maybe also in the hopes it would do something else or go to Lily, which it did go to Lily, and that's how it got me to the Lily arc. So let me do it my way, how I did it the first time I played this game, compared to what I did the second time, where I was purposely trying to get to a certain girl, but it just led me to a bad ending. So let me try this. Misha and Shizune are still arguing about their choice for lunch for a lunch place. Incomprehensible for a pair of high school students who have to take a taxi at least to make it to downtown and back in time. Haven't you finished already? Oh, sorry, Hee-chan, were you waiting for us? You don't have any plans? Plans? For lunch? Well, I don't, so I thought I could hang with you guys. Misha smiled victoriously at my lack of plans and excitedly translates my response to Shizune. If you don't have anything specific planned out, do you want to eat lunch with me and Shi-chan? We're going to go to town for lunch though. Don't worry, Hee-chan, it's not that far. The only concern about me choosing that is that what if it's the Shizune arc, but I really don't think so. I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure it could lead me to something else, but we'll see. I don't know. Sure, I'll come with you. And with that, we leave the classroom. Just around the corner of the hallway, something hits me. Okay, yeah, I know this. Skipping. Okay. So let's hurry, Hee-chan, to have lunch. We promise it'll be great. I'll take your word for it. What kind of a place is it? A restaurant or something? It's a tea house, Hee-chan. A tea house? That sounds kind of fancy. Is it that same tea place I went to before and what got me to hang out with Lily? Why are you looking at your wallet, Hee-chan? It's okay if you don't have any money. We'll cover for you. That's really nice of you. Thanks. Excuse me. It's okay, Hee-chan. After all, we're friends, right, Hee-chan? It's only been 3 days. Are we really friends that quickly? Heh, but hearing that makes me happy. It's only for today, though, and only if you accept right now. Do you want to go, Hee-chan? I start wondering if this is some kind of trap. Is this Misha's suggestion or Shizune's? This is important. I'm still a little apprehensive about the possible motives of a girl whose favorite pastime is the game of world domination. No, I'm just being paranoid. Actually, they have grown on me already, and I do have to go to town sometimes, so why not now, with them? I've never actually been to a tea house before. All my expectations are from what I've seen about them on TV, but those are period dramas and these are modern times. It might just be a regular cafe and they're just calling it a tea house. Either way, I'm curious about that too, so there's another reason for me to join them. Sure. That's great, Hee-chan. That's great, yay! Misha hops up and down briefly to show how happy she is, which causes a few heads to turn towards us. Shizune opts for a polite, tiny clap that lasts for all of 2 seconds before she goes back to looking stoic as usual. Would it kill you to be a little happier, Shizune? Oh, I wasn't aware that Hee-chan was a king. Ha 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 ha. Shizune pushes her glasses up as Misha delivers her message totally without sarcasm. I guess it would sting more if she could say it with the intent Shizune meant behind it. So for once, I'm happy to have Misha as a barrier between us. I'm not telling you to jump for joy just because I'm having lunch with you. I'm not that arrogant. She seems to accept this, and we head for town with Shizune leading the way. Watching her walk in front of me, I notice that she walks very quickly, taking long, heavy, determined strides. Maybe if we were traveling through a snowstorm, it would make sense to walk like that, but it's a perfectly clear day. Anyway, it's making me feel exhausted just watching her. We arrive at the tea house in what Misha says is record time, likely because of Shizune's blazing pace. I feel a little let down seeing that it's not a huge feudal-era building with mats on the floor and women in kimonos pouring the tea. It's actually more like a cafe as I thought. Not that it's a bad thing, it looks very nice. As soon as they walk through the doors, someone zooms in front of us as if they had been lying in wait the entire time. Welcome, thank you for patronizing this establishment. The top half of her body drops forward in a bow that looks like an axe dropping through wood. I'm surprised to see it's none other than Yuko the librarian. Hey, I didn't know you worked here. Oh, yes I do. I'm a waitress. I've been working here for 1 year, 6 months, and 2 weeks now. Thank you for choosing to come here. Is there anything I could do for you? That's a very specific time frame, I have to say. Hi Yu-chan. Hello. Misha, you both know her too? Of course, Hee-chan. Yu-chan works in the library after all. I don't go there often myself, but Chi-chan knows her and we both come here a lot, so it's like we see her all the time. Yes, should I get you your usuals? And if there's anything you would want, please feel free to tell me at any time. You don't have to be so formal, we all know each other. It's also pretty empty today, so she can afford to take it easy. I was hoping she would stop looking so nervous, but my words have the opposite effect. No, I'm a waitress, this is my job, I have to do it properly. Okay, that works for Shi-chan. Yu-chan, please get Shi-chan what she usually gets, and I'll have some green tea with milk and honey. No pressure. Yes, but this is my job, and there's always pressure. So I'm sorry I'm arguing with a customer. Sorry. Yuko takes another 100-mile-per-hour bow. I decide to give up and join Shizune and Misha at a table. As soon as I sit down, Yuko comes by looking even more upset than before. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I forgot to take your order. I'm not attentive to customers. That's not right. I'm sorry. If there's anything I can do to make up for it, please tell me. It's okay, Yu-chan. Hee-chan didn't order anything, so it's not your fault. Don't be upset. It's true, I guess I should order now, but I don't really know what this place serves, and there doesn't seem to be a menu. Yeah, she's right. I'll have some coffee and a sandwich. If you have one, whichever sandwich you think is the best tasting one here, because Shizune is paying for my meal. Shizune frowns and gives me an alternating looks of surprise, indignation, and bemusement, unable to decide between the three. Hee-chan, just how much money do you have in your wallet? It can't be that little, right? You should split the cost 3 ways to make it fair. Yeah, I won't accept anything else. Misha turns to Yuko. Yu-chan, Shi-chan says she wants 3 of whatever. It is the most expensive item on the menu. No. Ha, just kidding, Hee-chan. Okay, I think that the turkey sandwich is the most delicious sandwich, and it comes with free soup. A good employee would try to recommend the item that there's the most of, though, or the most expensive item. So this place serves, like, sandwiches and stuff? It's not just a tea shop? This is kind of reminding me of Panera a bit, like getting a sandwich and a soup. I fucking love that place, man. Am I bad at my job? No, that sounds good. I'll have that and some coffee. Okay. She comes back a few minutes later with our drinks and my sandwich. Shizune seems to be fine with just her tea, while Misha also ordered a parfait. I don't know why, because I can't imagine many other things that would go worse with tea. Oh well, I take a bite out of my sandwich. It's very good. Hee-chan, have you thought about joining the student council? Huh? Don't talk with your mouth full, Hee-chan. Oh, come on. I washed my food down with a sip of coffee, which is also surprisingly good, but now's not the time to remark on how this place has good food. You said you understood it was too early to expect me to make a decision this quickly. That was like 3 hours ago. A man should be decisive, Hee-chan. You really should join the student council, Hee-chan. Come on, it'll be fun. People always say, come on, it'll be fun about things that are never ever fun. Don't worry, don't you believe me, Hee-chan? Is it Shizune saying that or Misha? What a cute expression, but the effect is somewhat jarring, like she has split personalities. Hee-chan, that's depressing. We just want to spend time with you. That's right, Chi-chan. Yeah, that's a good point too. Yep, this is beneficial to everyone. It solves all our problems. Yeah, I also thought Hee-chan would appreciate it. That makes me sad. Suddenly I feel really left out. It's rude to talk about someone without letting them in the conversation. Shizune adjusts her glasses, laughing to herself. But it's true, Hee-chan, and you would be helping us out. Membership has been really low this year. How low? That's a secret, Hee-chan. No, I want to know how low it was. How low is low? 5? Lower. It's just Shizune, Misha, and me. Well, 0? Wahahaha, Hee-chan, that isn't important. What matters is that the number is low, and that is why we would appreciate you giving us a hand, especially with the festival coming up so soon, and it's looking to be a busy year ahead in general. So you're not going to answer my question? No. I sigh and straighten up in my chair, trying to look as defiant as possible, because this seems like a big issue and I do not want to let it go that easily. I feel silly like a blowfish. Fine, at least tell me this. How many people are in the student council total? Well, Hee-chan, we're definitely undermanned, but we have enough members to get the job done. Yep. It's not just the two of you, is it? Ha, Hee-chan, that's funny. But it's definitely not just us. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Yep. Excuse me. I stare at them both, trying to see if they will slip up and confirm my worst fears. Misha frowns, looking uncomfortable, but that is probably because I'm staring at her. Shizune, on the other hand, returns my gaze with one of her own. Maybe she is challenging me, peering at me over the rims of her glasses like that, so teasing and surprisingly immature, like a little girl beckoning someone to play with her. Hee-chan, you two cute student council representatives have been trying to make you feel welcome and are even treating you to lunch. You should show your gratitude by joining the council so you can at least help them out. Yeah, it would be great if you could just file some papers for us, and the festival is coming up and we have to build some stalls for the games and food. Just a few, so if you were there, it would be a lot easier for us. Please, Hee-chan. What an interesting good cop, bad cop routine. I'll give it a shot, why not? Just a shot. Okay, I'll give it a trial run. It doesn't mean I'm joining or anything definite, just that I'll help out a little and then I'll see. And this makes us even for lunch, and I'm not doing this because I want to. I finish off the last of my sandwich, and this makes Misha notice for the first time in a while that she has a parfait. She starts digging in, much to Shizune's chagrin, because I can tell from the way she plays with her fingers that she had a lot to say. Every time I look at Shizune, she looks back with such focus and intensity. This time is no exception. Her face is expressionless. Maybe she is thinking. Eventually it gives way to a smile. She signs something and obviously I can't understand it at all. She has to know that. Then she does it again, a childish playfulness showing through in the speed and energy of her gestures. Misha, what did she say? Misha looks up from her parfait, torn between wanting to help out and going back to eating. What does this mean? I try my best to make the same movements with my hands that Shizune did. I come to realize quickly that this isn't very easy. Imagine doing this all day as your only means of communication. Sorry, Hee-chan, I can't tell you. Why? Why not? Is it an insult? No, Hee-chan, I can't tell you because it means something nice. Something nice, huh? Well, they've gone back to their tea and food, so I guess this conversation is over for now. I don't really understand, but this makes me wish that I could. Maybe I could even try learning sign language. The school might have courses for it. Would I really do that? I think about it as I finish the rest of my coffee. I wonder why I'd even be motivated to think about it. Yeah, that's when you know that this would definitely lead to a Shizune arc, but I don't think right about just yet. I'd probably have to answer more options in order to get to her, unless maybe it's already been done. I'm not sure. I'm enjoying myself so much that I don't even notice that we were supposed to be back in class 10 minutes ago. Even if I were to start heading back to school right now, it would take at least 30 minutes, maybe. I can't risk running fast with my condition, so it would take at least that long to get there. Well, 10 minutes late already as I am, it wouldn't matter even if I could teleport. Something wrong, Hee-chan? I just realized lunch break ended 10 minutes ago. It's only my third day and I'm already going to miss a class. Yep, you are already late. Fuck. Hey, that's not funny. So are you, and aren't you two in the student council? You're setting a bad example. Hee-chan is so moral. But Hee-chan is right. He's late for class and it looks like you're cutting too, Hee-chan, because you're not making an effort to go. As your student council representatives, we're going to have to do something about this and make sure you're punished for it. But you two dragged me out here. This is all your fault. Take responsibility. Hee-chan, we were just taking a prospective student council member out to try and recruit him. It's business, but you're not a member of the council, so there's no excuse. Yes, there is. That's prospective student council member is clearly me. Yes, are you going to join the student council, Hee-chan? Shizune raises her teacup haughtily and wags her outstretched pinky finger up and down. Hee-chan, if only you were a member of the student council, but you can still join now, Hee-chan. If you join now, you won't be in any trouble at all, and we'll be able to take many more nice excursions like this all the time. It'll be fun. I start to think that maybe this was all an elaborate setup leading up to this moment. Maybe Shizune lured me out here, banking on the possibility that I'd lose track of time and be forced into this situation. Diabolical. Well, considering what I know of her, I should have been more on my guard, but to admit that I got myself into this, even slightly, would be unforgivable. I tried to read Shizune's intentions in her eyes, but she just returns my stare blankly, innocently. She takes a sip of tea like she is mocking me. By the way, Hee-chan, I didn't plan this at all. Things just happened to work out this way. I was almost about to drop my theory as paranoia, but this puts a new spin on things. I almost fall over in awe, so it really was an elaborate setup from the very beginning, all just to burn me and force me to join the student council. Ah, you look so nervous, Hee-chan. Do you really think we were tricking you this whole time? You're not? Hee-chan, you really thought? Misha frowns, looking heartbroken. Shizune quickly frowns as well, following her lead. How synchronized, two of a perfect pair. They must be twins. Hee-chan says she's flattered Hee-chan, but doing that kind of thing would be a grossly inappropriate abuse of power and imposing on your free will. And it would be blackmail too. Hee-chan would never do anything like that. Never. Think about asking Misha, are you sure, but resist the urge too. Anyway, Hee-chan, what Hee-chan said is true. Since you're with us and we're doing student council work, it's okay if we miss a class or two. Not that this is a good excuse to do so, or one that should be used more than 3 times a month, or something that can or should be abused. So we must definitely return to class eventually. Wahahaha. Shizune waves Yuko over and points to her empty teacup, indicating that she wants another one, as Misha scrambles to finish her parfait so she can order something else. Maybe I should as well. I am still hungry and the portions here are a little on the small side. Most importantly, Shizune is paying for everything. With that in mind, I ask Yuko for another sandwich. By the time we leave the tea shop, I've missed not just one class, but 2. Fuck. Shizune and Misha seem content to let the whole day pass by, stalling for even more time by suggesting a tour of the town that turns out to cover a 2-block radius from where we start. Eventually, we do go back to school, and the rest of the day is business as usual. When the classes are over, Shizune and Misha pack their bags and leave the room before me. Come to think of it, this is the first time they've left me alone. It's strange, I almost missed them. The room empties quickly, and I'm the last one out the door. When I try leaving the lobby, however, an arm lowers itself in front of me like a toll bridge gate, stopping me in my tracks. Is it the nurse? Oh no, it's her. Oh, hi, Shizune. Oh, the fuck? A pair of hands from behind cover my eyes, followed by a sharp burst of laughter. The fuck? Hi, Hee-chan, guess who? Misha asks the question completely without sarcasm, meaning she doesn't think that I instantly knew it was her for many obvious reasons. I wonder who it could be. Well, it's definitely not Misha. Ha ha ha, it is. Okay. Misha swings around to stand in front of me beside Shizune. Hee-chan, are you busy right now? Busy going to my room? Yeah, so see you two tomorrow. Oh, whoa, what the fuck? I tried to make a break for it, but Shizune is too agile to get past. As someone who used to play soccer, this is embarrassing. Not to mention that this behavior is drawing some odd looks. I should just quit while I'm ahead. Hee-chan, could you please go upstairs and get a few things for us from the art room? Okay, so that's how you meet the art girl. Why me? Ha 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 ha. Hee-chan thinks that if the art teacher sees us, he will say hi and she doesn't like him. Ignore him. She tried, but even though Hee-chan is deaf, she'll try to say hi anyway. Run away? I never run. A tone of finality so strong that I can pick it up even through Misha. I can see there is no use pursuing this further with Shizune. Misha, why can't you get them? Stairs make me dizzy, Hee-chan. Okay. Shizune nods as if to confirm it. Please, Hee-chan, we need these things to build stalls for the festival, and you said you would help out a little, right? Right? I really shouldn't, but I guess just this once would be alright. Okay. That's great, Hee-chan, thank you. This is what we need. She holds out a piece of paper for me to take. I'm sure this list was made by Shizune. It's handwritten, but each letter is perfectly formed and uniform, as if it were typed. Not just that, but it's exhaustively detailed, complete with numbers, bullet points, and even little checkboxes. What it boils down to is that she wants paintbrushes, poster boards, and easel, just different types of... Let's see if I can skip this. I know this is the same exact thing, but I just thought it could be slightly different, but I feel like this is now starting to sound the same, so let's see if I can skip it. No, I can't skip it. It's completely different. Yeah, just stuff downstairs without breaking a neck. The classroom closets. Okay, now this has to be the same thing. So let me skip. Okay, so I'm at this part. So I'm gonna answer yes because I feel like if I press maybe, it would make Emmy the like runner girl spy, and that probably dampens the relationship. So maybe I was supposed to press yes to to have like Emmy as a potential waifu. So maybe that was also another thing that I did that resulted in getting the bad ending. So I'll just say yes. And this is the same thing that I read before, so I'm gonna skip. Okay, I'm back. So now there's this option again. And since I noticed that I've chosen this option that makes me do the Shizune route, I'm going to try to distance away from that and side with Lily, so then it could like push me away further from Shizune. So that's what I'm going to do. Although this could result in maybe a bad ending where, I go with one route and then I stray away from the other. When it gets to the point, it would result in a bad ending, but I don't know. But the thing is, though, is that I don't want to do the Shizune route just yet, so I'm going to go side with Lily for this one. And since I already read it, I am going to skip. Okay, so this one's new, so I'm gonna read this. I turn my back at them. I get back to my seat and shut my ears from the final of the of the argument between Lily and Shizune. Eventually, Lily leaves our classroom and Shizune and Misha seat themselves without talking to me. Oh, I think they're pissed. Should I read the Nah, I don't need to. I can feel Shizune's eyes burning into my back. She's probably angry at me, but I'm just as angry with her. I don't get why she had to drag me into the argument.